Hi everyone, it's Tatiana from Tatiana's Everyday Food and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys another delicious berry dessert. We're making a blackberry cream cheese lemon deep dish pie. This pie is so good. You guys are going to love all the flavors. So I'm going to show you how to make a classic pie crust. We're going to fill the inside with a lemony cream cheese, top everything off with tons of blackberries, and this pie smells so good when it's in the oven. It's perfect on a summer day. Just top it off with a scoop of vanilla ice cream or some whipped cream and you're set to go. So today I'm going to be using a springform pan. If you don't have one, make this pie in a regular pie pan. It will be just as good. Into my food processor, I'm going to add 1 3/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. To that we're going to add 1 tablespoon of sugar, and we're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And in my bowl here, I have 3/4 cup of cold butter. So I've chunked it into larger pieces, and this needs to be really cold. So if you need to, you can even place it into your freezer for a few minutes. We're gonna add that right on top. Close this with our lid here and give it a nice swirl until the butter is broken down into small little bits. And now I can start adding my water. So I'm gonna add a tablespoon at a time. Just slowly pour that in through the top. Close it and then just swirl it after each addition. Today I added 1/4 cup of water and then just mix this until the dough comes together into a ball. I'm going to knead this dough into a ball. You don't want to work it too much, just a few folds and it should come together nicely. I'm going to cover my dough with a piece of cling wrap. I'm going to wrap it up nice and tight. And this is going to go into the refrigerator for at least an hour. So you want the dough really nicely chilled. While our dough is sitting in the refrigerator, we can start working on our filling. So for our cream cheese layer, I'm going to add 1 8-ounce brick of softened cream cheese into my mixer here. And I'm just going to whisk this on high speed for a few minutes until it's light and fluffy. Then I'm going to add juice from 1 lemon, so it's about 3 tablespoons. Pour that in, and I'm going to add the zest from that lemon as well. Sprinkle that in. And this lemon is going to add so much great flavor to this recipe. And I'm going to add 1 1/2 cups of confectioner's sugar. So I'm going to give all of this a good whisk until it's well combined. And now for our blackberries. So today I'm using 3 1/2 cups of fresh blackberries. I'm going to place them into a bowl here. And to my berries, I'm going to add 1/2 cup of white granulated sugar. Sprinkle that over the top, and we're going to add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. So cornstarch is just going to help keep all those juices together once the berries start cooking. And just take a spatula and toss these together to make sure the berries are nicely coated. I just took my dough out of the refrigerator and I've unwrapped it, and now I'm just kneading it on a well-floured surface. And make sure your rolling pin is also well floured so nothing sticks to that. Today I'm going to be using a 9-inch springform pan, and I line the sides of it with parchment paper. You can always just use a regular pie pan as well that you just want to butter and flour. So now we're going to transfer that over, and the easiest way to do that is actually just to roll it onto your rolling pin, and that way it just saves you the hassle of actually having to lift the dough up. So we're going to transfer that right in. Just press the dough down into the sides. And now our crust is ready for the filling. So I'm gonna add my cream cheese layer first. I'm just gonna pour that right in. I'm gonna use my spatula and just spread it evenly to the sides. And next we can add our blackberries. So I'm just gonna pour those right in over the top. Perfect, those look so delicious. We use a spatula and just spread them evenly to the edges here. Perfect. And now for the fun part. So at this point, what you want to do is take the edges of the dough that you pulled up to the side, and you want to pull them down onto the pie itself. So just take the dough, stretch it over the top. Now on this edge, I have a little bit of extra, so I'm actually just going to take that off the side so I don't have too much covering up the dough. Just like that. And now for my final touch, I've whisked 1 egg in a small bowl, and I'm just going to take a pastry brush and just brush the egg over the top. This will give the crust a nice golden caramelized color. My pie is all done now. So today I was in the oven for an hour and a half because I'm using that deep springform pan. If you're using a pie pan, you can adjust the time. All it needs is the edges to be a nice golden brown color and the center to be done. Once your pie is all done, you want to take it out of the oven and just let it cool at room temperature. It's going to take about 3 to 4 hours, and then place it into the refrigerator so it will set completely. And then you can enjoy it with a scoop of ice cream or some whipped cream on top. Now I cut into mine a little bit soon, so my cream cheese is still a little bit oozy, but it smells so good. It was just too tempting. This is so good, guys. That crust is so crunchy. You get that lemony cream cheese, that blackberry, so good. So if you don't have blackberries, you can also, substitute them with blueberries, or even red raspberries would take fantastic in this pie. The crust is perfect. It's nice and crunchy and golden, just the way you want it to be in a pie. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video recipe. Give this pie a try and let me know how you like it. And if you do make it, please share with me on Instagram. I love to see your creations, and I'll see you guys all next time.